boys and girls. Welcome back to Gammie's Bedtime Stories. I'm Gammie, and I'm so happy that you could join me tonight for story time. I hope you've had a wonderful day whatever you've been doing, and I hope it's been a blessed day. And I hope you're ready for a good story tonight. So without further ado, let's get right into our story. The permission for our reading tonight has come from Cottage Door Press, and the name of our story is The Little Red Hen. There was once a little red hen who lived on a farm with her friends. A sleepy cat, a lazy pig, and a stuck-up duck. One day, the little red hen was scratching around in the farmyard when she found some grains of wheat. She was just about to peck them up when she stopped and she thought, if I plant these grains of wheat, instead of eating them, she said to herself, they will grow tall and strong and make more wheat. So she tucked the grains of wheat into her apron and went to see her friends. Who will help me plant these grains of wheat, she asked. Oh, the cat opened one eye. Not I, she said. I'm just too tired. Not I, snorted the pig. It's far too hot to work out there. Not I, quacked the duck and stood on one foot. So the little red hen found a patch of soil. She moved the stones and she dug the earth. She made a row of holes and planted all the grains of wheat. Then she watered them carefully and left them to grow. All summer the sun shone on the grains of wheat and the rain fell on them. Each day, the little red hen, she checked that they were not too dry and not too wet. She pulled up the weeds and she made sure the wheat had space to grow. At last, the wheat was strong and tall with fat golden grains. This wheat is ready to harvest, she said to herself. Whew, but that'll be a lot of work. The little red hen, well, she went to see her friends. I have worked all summer and the wheat is ready. Who will help me harvest it, she said. She's doing all the work, isn't she, boys and girls? Do you think any of her friends are going to help? Let's see. The cat stretched out lazily. Oh, not I, she said. It's time for my nap. Well, not I, snorted the pig. I need to roll over in the mud. Not I, quacked the duck, as she preened her feathers. So the little red hen, well, she took her tools and she went to harvest the wheat herself. She cut down the wheat stalks, piled them up neatly. When she had finished, she went back to her friends to see them again. I've worked all day to cut down the wheat, she said. Who will help me make it ready for the meal? Oh, the cat yawned again. Oh, not I, she said. I'm so sleepy. Not I, snorted the pig. I'm going to lie in the sun. Not I, quacked the duck and tucked her head under her wing. So the little red hen, she went back to the field all by herself, all alone. She beat the wheat to free the grains from the stalks. Then she carried away the straw. The wind blew and the little red hen worked long and she worked hard. At last, she swept up the wheat and put it in a sack. She carried it back to her friends. I've worked all day to prepare the wheat, she said. Who will help me carry it to the mill? Not I, said the cat. I need to rest. Not I, snorted the pig. That looks far too heavy. Not I, quacked the duck, and she waddled away to the pond. So the little red hen carried the heavy sack of wheat all the way to the mill by herself. The kind miller ground the wheat to flour and poured it back into Little Red Hen's sack. Then Little Red Hen carried it all the way back home. So none of her friends, they didn't want to help do the hard work. Even though they might get a reward at the end, they didn't want to help, did they? So let's see what happens. The Little Red Hen was exhausted. I bet she done all that work all by herself. I've carried the wheat to the mill and I had it ground to flour, she said. Who will help me bake it into bread? Not I, said the cat. She curled up ready for sleep, ready to take a nap. Not I, snorted the pig. It's nearly time for dinner. Not I, quacked the duck, and she sat on the ground. So the Little Red Hen made the flour into dough and kneaded it. She shaped it into a loaf and she put it in the oven to bake. After a while, a delicious smell came from the kitchen. The sleepy cat opened her eyes. I bet she did. The lazy pig came to stand by the oven, and the stuck-up duck, well, here she came waddling in. At last, the bread was cooked. The Little Red Hen carried the loaf to the table. It had a beautiful golden crust on the top and was creamy white inside, and it smelled wonderful. Who will help me eat this loaf of bread? The Little Red Hen asked quietly. I will, said the sleepy cat, washing her paws with her tongue. I will, grunted the lazy pig, licking his lips. I will, quacked the stuck-up duck, flapping her wings. No, you will not, the Little Red Hen said. I planted the grains, I watched them grow, I harvested the wheat, and I took it to the mill. I ground the flour, and I baked the bread. My chicks and I will eat the loaf. And that is what they did. The Little Red Hen and her little chicks ate up every crumb of the hot, fresh bread. The end. Well, boys and girls, Gammie hopes that you enjoyed our story tonight. The Little Red Hen, sometimes that's got a good lesson to it. Sometimes if we want to enjoy the good things, we have to do some work to get those good things. Like if we want a toy, for next time Mommy and Daddy goes to the store, if we want a toy, maybe we do what Mommy and Daddy ask us to do and clean up our room and pick up after ourselves and help carry the dishes when you finish with it to the sink so Mommy and Daddy can wash them. Pick up your clothes and carry them to the laundry room so Mommy and Daddy can do the laundry. Make your bed, so that's one less thing that Mommy and Daddy have to do. Study hard and do your homework and make good grades. And show good manners and say please and thank you and all those things, and say your prayers, and all those things will pay off in the end, and you'll be able to eat the loaf of bread when it's harvested. So Gammie hopes that you enjoyed our story tonight, and if you did, I would love it if you would give me a big thumbs up and like, share, and subscribe to Gammie's Bedtime Stories. Gammie loves reading these stories to you, and I hope you enjoy them just as much. And until story time again, boys and girls, God bless you all, and sweet dreams. Bye-bye.